Grace and peace. This is Coach Martin Wilson, and I want to invite you to join me now for the Martin Wilson Podcast. In this podcast, I'm not just going to teach you leadership, but I'm going to teach you and give you tips that will help you to lead your best life. So join me now in a podcast already in progress. Thank you. Grace and peace, everyone. So glad to have you with me as always. I've often have people to ask me, they say, Coach Wilson, it just seems like that you're a stress-free person, that you're a person that doesn't have a lot of stress, a lot of tension in your life. What is it that you do or that I can do that can help my life to be less stressful? So what I want to do in this podcast is I want to give you 3 tips that I believe will help you to have I can't say a stress-free life, but a less stressful life, a less stressful environment that you can be in, and certain things that you can do. I want to give you 3 tips today that I believe that will really help. 3 things that I do that I know helps me. Number 1 is I address issues. I should say number 3. I'm going to start at number 3. The third thing that I do, the third thing that I do is that I address issues quickly. I do not allow them to get to where I'm frustrated, to where I've let it linger, to where, people do it on their jobs and now they don't want to go to work. People do it at church, issues at church that they should address, that they don't address, and now they're ready to leave the church. Things in the family that need to be addressed and you don't address it with the person. Now everything is really tense and you're upset with people. They don't even know why you're upset with them. So the third thing that I do is I address issues quickly. I don't live with a lot of coulda, shouldas, and wouldas. What I should have said, what I would have said. I say it. But I have studied the art of confrontation, if you will. So I know how to say things to people to where I get my point across, but I don't have to be nasty. I don't have to be mean. I don't have to look for a win situation. It doesn't have to come out my way, but I can look for a win-win situation. We both can leave with a clear understanding of both our sides and our positions. So the first thing that I do, the third thing on the list of things to do, is I confront situations quickly. The second thing that I do is that I have a mindset that if it's not my drama, then I don't get in it. Now, I actually did a little a quote that said, if it doesn't concern me, I don't allow it to concern me. There's so many times that we allow other people's drama to become our drama. Things that do not concern us, things that have nothing, absolutely nothing to do with us, we make it our problem. Now, I'm not saying not to be caring. I'm not saying that we're not supposed to be our brother's keeper, but I'm talking about just me being nosy, me just being messy, me just getting into conversations that are already heated, that I have nothing to do with, to put in my 2 cents. So if it doesn't concern me, I don't allow it to concern me. Just because it worries you doesn't mean that I'm going to allow it to worry me. Just because you're mad at them doesn't mean that I have to be mad with them. Just because you're mad at me because I won't be mad at you with them, I could care less. You've really got to get to that place with people that your happiness is not predicated on people's opinion of you and how they feel about what you do. You just got to be you. The only person that you need to please is God. That's the only person you need to be pleased with. Because one thing that I've learned is that when I take the last breath here on earth, he will never ask me, what did they do to you? You will never stand before God, and he will never ask you, what did they do to you? But he will ask you, how did you respond? And some of the things that we've been responding incorrectly to, it's a season now where we need to mature and that we need to respond better. So my second one is, if it doesn't concern me, I don't allow it to concern me. The first one, or the third one that I said was, I address issues quickly. And the third one, or the first one, and this is so confusing. The first one is, I have to be honest with myself. Am I a person that likes drama? I have to be honest with myself, because it's real easy for me to be a person, because it's very easy for me to confront people. So I really have to keep a balance there and make sure that I'm not a person that likes drama. Some people feed on drama. They don't mind confronting, and they use that as an excuse just to cause drama. When I talk about confronting things quickly, I'm not talking about getting things started. I'm talking about coming to a reasonable discussion and a conclusion where there's a win-win situation. Not I win, you lose. If you go into any kind of conversation with anyone where you're wanting to win and you want them to lose, then your motive is wrong and it's not going to end well. So, number 3, I address things quickly. Number 2 is, what was number 2? Number 2 was, if it doesn't concern me, I don't allow it to concern me. And number 3 is, I have to be honest with myself. I have to make sure that I am not a person that likes drama. I have to make sure that that's not me. So those are your 3 tips for today that will help you to live a less stressful life. Listen, remember to join me every Thursday night on Refocus Life Leadership. Every Thursday night right here on Facebook Live. Join me. I'd love to have you on. I'd love to be able to share with you the teaching. Our teaching tonight is really going to be a really good one. Today is, if you're listening to this, I'm talking about the show that's going to be airing on Thursday, July the 27th. So I hope that you can join me tonight. We're going to be talking about friends, enemies, and lovers. They all come by invitation only. All right. This is Coach Martin Wilson. Until next time, God bless.